Hi guys, welcome back to Wayward Son Custom. Today we have the Kimber KDS9C, and for those of you that aren't aware, that is Kimber's newest double stack 1911. And of course this is the year of the double stack 1911/2011/2311. Anything that is a 1911 with more than 8 or 9 rounds in it, okay, 10 for 10 millimeter. But anyway, so comes in this cool little box. Lets you know that Kimber is what all guns should be. Gives you a little bio about them on the inside there. It does come with owner's manual with safety precautions for a bunch of different Kimber guns. And then comes with this nice little 2-gun range bag. 1 gun, 2 gun, and then slots for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magazines in there. It ships with 2 15 rounders, and I know you're like, hey John, that's nice. It's a great little range bag. Love the 2 magazine thing. Where's the gun? It's right here. And I gotta say, one of the things I've really always liked about Kimber firearms is that a large majority of them are just really striking, as far as the aesthetics, are just really striking to look at. And this is no exception. I mean, you can also get this in a black finish, and I think black and gray too, or something like that. I believe there's some sort of a gray two-tone, but yeah, their Kimpro finishes are pretty cool. They always seem to be spot on. I've never seen one that was shoddy. But their approach to all the milling is just, they never just rest on their laurels. When they introduce a new offering, it usually isn't just, oh well, it's a longer slide, or you know, it's a different set of grips. They usually have something completely different. I mean, think about the Eclipse. Just a beautiful pistol to look at. The way they do the finish on that, just awesome, and it fits the entire name, or the name fits it, however you want to look at it. The Raptor with the little Raptor scale touches on the slides and the grips and everything. I mean, their Bel Air version, their little bitty gun that looks like a 57 Chevy, or a 55, or any 50s Chevy, you know, with that teal and all that. And then their Gemstone series and everything. I mean, they build some very striking pistols, and I have heard a couple of people say that they've had problems with reliability or whatever, but I'm here to tell you, I've owned a Kimber CDP, I've owned an Eclipse in 10mm, I've owned a Raptor in 45, I've owned a Super Carry 2 in 38 Super. I've owned a TLE the TLE in 45. I can't. Was it the KD45, the double stack polymer version? Over the years, I've owned all of these. I've never once, regardless of caliber or the model, from a Kimber that I have bought or shot, whether I've bought it or not, I've never had one that had any reliability issues. So I really don't expect there to be any problems with this one here, but we'll see. The proof is in the pudding, and we'll see when we get on the range. But for now, let's talk about ergonomics and aesthetics, and just overall first thoughts. So I really love the aesthetic on it. I love the way you basically have 3 types of gray here. You have a really light gray frame here. You've got the little bit darker slide, and an even darker still grip pattern with little light accents there. Just, to me, it's a very striking, very beautiful looking gun. I mean, I really dig the way this gun looks. The aesthetics on it, I think, are off the charts. I love the forward and rear cocking serrations. I love the fact that you have all these serrations up here to cut down on glare. I like the fact that it comes from the factory with fiber optic front sight and blacked out rear sights. And I mean, just overall, just looking at everything the way it's laid out. I'm also a big fan of the grip safety delete there. Honestly, I would have preferred to have the rail up front, but the one thing I do have a big gripe with is I think it's like $300-400 more for the railed version, and I don't need to put a light on there that bad. By the time you figure putting a decent light on there, you're in it for, you know, an extra $400 to $700, depending on the exact light and what you're going for there. I mean, possibly could be even more depending on what you choose. But yeah, I dig the back to the aesthetics. I like the two-tone hammer there. You can see it's got the polished sides there. I also like the way that it is shaped. It's very easy to cock, and I like the layout of the trigger. I mean, just overall, I really dig the way it looks, and honestly, I really dig the way it feels in my hand. Now that may change once I start shooting, and you know, you get under recoil, it may not be near as comfortable. You may find some hot spots, you may find some slick spots, because I will say the grip safety delete here does provide for a very smooth tang, and at least the top half of the back strap there. But you have some pretty decent millwork there. I mean, it feels, to me, it could be a little more aggressive, but it also doesn't feel super slick either. So, I mean, as I'm moving around with it, and I know I wouldn't be doing all these Charlie's Angels kind of things on the range or in real life, but I'm just trying to get a feel for, as you just kind of move with it. And I mean, it feels slicker than I would like, but it does seem to still give you pretty good purchase on it. I think most people will be okay with it. And it's definitely nothing that's going to cheese grater your hands. So that's good. But anyway, so again, it comes with 2 magazines. They're 15 rounders, and they are reasonably priced. For some reason, YouTube's decided they don't like us talking about prices too much anymore on the platform. So, you know, just go to your regular sources and you'll see they're a lot less than a Staccato magazine would be, for instance. And you're getting the same kind of deal, because again, the Staccato originator, the 2011, there are some a few subtle differences and not so subtle differences between the 2011 and the 1911. It's not really the purpose of this video to discuss that, though. Maybe a later one if you guys really want. But I mean, the thing is this is their foray into that little market there that seems to be everyone's burgeoning market right now. It seems like everybody from the Turks to the Germans to the English to the just everybody. Yeah, I don't think there's any English companies making a double stack 1911, but I could be wrong. But anyway, you have this bull barrel here that is fluted, and since you have that bull barrel there, you know what that means. Now, as you can see, when I start getting up around here and I start pointing stuff out, it is clear and the magazine's out. Alright, so anyway, since it's a bull barrel, you don't need the what has come to be a prerequisite for most regular 1911s, particularly the single stack, and that's your barrel bushing and all of that. So you also have a recessed crown there, which is very nice. And I don't know if this was an intentional kind of poke or anything, but you do have kind of an abbreviated Terran Tactical slant on the muzzle end there, which is one of the kind of the things where you can generally pick out like a Pit Viper or something from a distance just based off the profile because of that, or any of the number of Glocks that he does. So anyway, in the hand and in person, it looks really nice and everything, but we're gonna have to take it out to the range and see what's what. One thing I did almost forget is when we're talking about size here, You're looking at, if you're familiar with normal 1911 sizing, officer model, commander, government model, this would be basically a double stack commander size gun, which is, for me, I personally dig that. That is my favorite 1911 configuration. I think it gives you the best bang for the buck as far as ballistics versus concealment, capacity, all of that stuff. And then next, and it's just really just because of the concealment aspect, would be the officer model. And then, you know, the government model is great for duty work or home defense. For most people, it's not quite as easy to EDC. So for me, this is kind of the Goldilocks. I think it's, you know, kind of befitting that it's in between the super compact officers models and the full-size government model. So one thing also I almost forgot is it does have just the traditional right hand safety, safety for right-handers. It is not ambidextrous, but pretty sure you could easily remedy that. So anyway, let's go to the range and see what we got going on. Kimber KDS9C. First shots. Woo! Freaking love it. Alright, so there you have the Kimber at 5 yards and 10 yards. The Kimber KDS9C at 15 yards. And then also at 15 yards, just smaller targets. So there you go. Oh, and there was one from 10 that I tried. Okay guys, so there you go. The Kimber KDS9C. I don't know what to tell you. Around 1,500 clams is what you would expect. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, to pick up one of these bad boys. And I gotta tell you, for me, it's well worth every single clam, every one of those, because to me, I think it's a really great looking pistol. It feels really good in my hand. Under recoil, it feels good. Very, very accurate. And the trigger, it was actually much better. I mean, I expected it to be a good trigger, but it was better than I thought it would be. The first round actually caught me by surprise. And that doesn't happen often. But there's been a couple. The Oracle Arms and my Platypus both have done that, but just beautiful trigger on it. I think it's a very, very fast cycling gun, very flat shooting. I thought, have to really examine the footage and everything just to make sure, but to me it felt very flat. It didn't seem like there's a lot of muzzle rise, and that's in a gun that's not overly heavy. I mean, I could EDC this all day long and it wouldn't bother me that much. If at all. But everything about this gun, I really think, just screams bargain at the price point, because you know, at this price point, you're looking at this. You're looking at like the Springfield Prodigy. You're looking at some of those models, and you know, I think this is more than worthy competition for anything at the price point in this particular market niche. I really just think this my sample size of one is just a really awesome pistol. Accurate, feels good in the hand, looks good, decent capacity. I mean, you got 15 rounders there. You can always buy more mags if you want more, but I mean, everything about it, the grippiness of the serrations, not only do they look good, but no matter how you grab them, I mean, they just latch onto you. They do have other, if you don't like the color of the grips, they have extra grips that you can buy, red and black, super aggressive textures, all that good stuff. And yeah, just all in all, I think it's a really nice pistol. And yeah, this was a joy to shoot, and I'm glad I decided to pick it up. And that is the other thing. Keep in mind, as for most of my reviews, not all, but most, this was bought on my own dime. So you know, I have no beholden to any company or anything. And you know, even if Kimber had sent this directly to me, you know, if it sucked, you would know about it. I mean, but it just doesn't. So anyway, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's free and easy to join, so why not just do it? If you like this kind of content, then give me a thumbs up if you feel I earned it. And also, don't forget to hit the bell notification, share the video. These things jog the algorithm tremendously, help out not just me and my channel, but also helps out other 2A channels out there, because it lets the YouTube overlords know that you want to see 2A content. So every video you watch from every YouTuber that has a gun channel, if you haven't been, please do these things to jog the algorithms. Comment on the videos, all that good stuff, because it'll help everybody, including you, out in the end. And we should be working together, right? Anyway, so you can let me know what you think about the gun or anything else in the comments below, or shoot me an email at waywardsoncustomgun@gmail.com. And you can also check out the website, waywardsoncustomgun.com. There's a bunch of different links over there for stuff like this that I cannot link to directly from here. You'll also find some promo codes and stuff for holsters and lights and knives and stuff down in the description. So by all means, if you want to save some money and help support the channel, hit those up. And you can also join the channel by, guess what, clicking join, and you can become a channel member. There's 3 different tiers. They build on each other, a bunch of different perks for those. And yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that this is a definite buy in my book. And I'm looking forward to putting several hundreds or thousands of rounds through this gun. Might have to do some comparing between this and others in my stable as well. But anyway, there you have it. Until next time, watch your 6, carry on. Wayward Son, out.